What's up, you guys? Interceptor King here. This is the 2020 all-wheel drive Ford Police Interceptor utility with the 3-liter V6 twin turbos. Produces 400 factory horsepower. I'm right here on Highway 97 in Gilchrist, Oregon. Anyways, this thing runs and drives perfect with absolutely no mechanical issues whatsoever. It's got a nice vinyl, or I'm sorry, it's a heavy-duty cloth. 95% of these don't come with that 3-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost motor with 400 horsepower. Most of them come with a 3.3-liter V6 that doesn't have the twin turbos. So this is the highest performance option that you can get in these. It has carpet as well, so it's really nice. I don't know if you can see the carpet down there. This one's in excellent condition. I got two of these at the same time. They both have about 120 on them. And this year, 2020, was the first year of this newer body style where they went from a front-wheel drive based vehicle to a rear-wheel drive based vehicle. I'm gonna set the cruise control. There we go. So these handle better than the previous years, and they have more horsepower, so they're quicker. Gets the government's #1 crash test rating. The police interceptors are the only vehicles in the world that were crash tested to be rear-ended by another vehicle that's traveling 75 miles per hour. So these were crash tested to be at a complete stop and then be rear-ended by a vehicle that has reinforced framing back there, which also prevents body roll. And body roll is what happens when you're going on a curvy road at high speeds and the body wants to tweak a little bit. This prevents it from doing that, which keeps it in the lane of travel on curvy roads at high speeds. So the police interceptors over the civilian versions, Ford Explorers, have heavier duty tires, heavier duty suspension, brakes, cooling and charging systems. These are a performance-oriented vehicle. It has a rear view camera, it has Bluetooth, and I like these 2020s a lot. They drive really nice. They're my favorite vehicle to drive. Used to be the 2013 to 2018 Ford sedan police interceptors, which is basically a Taurus, but the police version. These are a little bit quicker, and for an SUV, it doesn't feel like you're driving an SUV, which is amazing. The steering's super tight. I mean, these just handle great. These will do circles around a normal Ford Explorer. A lot of people have Subarus out here. This thing is way better than a Subaru. It has ballistic front door panels. It's got the blind spot monitoring system, they call it, which really isn't a blind spot. All you gotta do is look and see, but that little light will come on. And they're just great vehicles. They're my favorite. You got a lot of storage space. The back seats fold down. None of these come with a third row seat. They're not compatible with that reinforced framing back there. So a lot of people ask if they have a third row seat, but these do not have third row seats. And I wouldn't even put my family in a third row seat in an SUV. Somebody rear ends you at like 50 miles per hour. The people in that far back seat are not going to be doing good. So this is a safety and performance oriented vehicle. It doesn't have heated seats or anything like that, but boy, are they sure a lot more fun to drive. And on I-5, when I'm going on a road trip, if I'm in the fast lane and somebody's not doing the speed limit, they just get over before you even get right behind them. They'll just move out of the way. So no other vehicle gets more respect on the road than this vehicle. And it's got the Interceptor insignia on the hood. The only only the twin turbo EcoBoost vehicles have that Interceptor insignia on the hood. So if you see one, it doesn't say Interceptor, that's a police Interceptor, it doesn't say Interceptor on the hood on the front, then it doesn't have that twin turbo EcoBoost motor. Unless like somebody bought one that was wrecked and had to replace the hood and they didn't put the insignia back on there. And then there's also people that you can go out there and buy the insignia and put it on your hood. But from the factory, none of the non-turbo ones say Interceptor on the hood, except for the twin turbo EcoBoost. And I've gotten hundreds of these, and none of them that weren't the twin turbo EcoBoost motor, none of them say Interceptor unless it's got that EcoBoost motor. So the previous years, from 13 to 2019, these had a 3.5 liter or a 3.7 liter. And then, so the 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost produced 365 horsepower. And then when 2020 came around, they made it a rear wheel drive based vehicle and added another 35 horsepower. But if you buy a programmer or a tuner for one of these, you're going to have 510 horsepower, which is amazing. All wheel drive with 510 horsepower, that's like, I mean, I only dreamed of that stuff like that back in the day. Like 510 horsepower, that was like, you had to really build a vehicle. You could just put a programmer, plug it into that OBD2 diagnostic port, set it to the premium setting, and you got 510 horsepower, which is incredible. So and a lot of people, if you don't know about these vehicles, you really don't know what you're missing until you drive one. Once you drive one of these, you're going to be completely hooked. They're just phenomenal to drive. And 400 horsepower is plenty, you guys. So I haven't bought a programmer for one of these newer ones yet. I do have a programmer for my Ford sedan police Interceptor with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost motor. But I haven't bought one for one of these yet. So all right, go to interceptorking.com for current inventory. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like us on Facebook. You guys be safe. Take care. Scoop one of these up before the next person does. This one's in excellent condition. I got that other 2020. You can pick whichever one you want. These are very hard to come by with that EcoBoost motor. I look out for them though, and I get them when I can. If I can get a good price on one of these and then pass that savings on to my customer, I do that as often as I can. Some people don't want the twin turbos, that's fine. The 3.3 liter, I have a black one right now that has 318 horsepower, which is plenty also. But you really do feel the difference when you go from 318 horsepower to 400, and then by that programmer you have 510. You're gonna be like, I mean, that's like a Lamborghini Gallardo horsepower right there from, like, you know, the early to mid 2000s with all-wheel drive in an SUV. Most amount of vehicle for least amount of money. Why pay more elsewhere? InterceptorKing.com. You guys be safe. Take care. Later.